In part 3 of topic 8, dealing with Solomon's seal, hidden within the diagram of everything living, we saw there were 6 regions. There was the right side up triangle, composed of knowledge, universes, including our universe and the silence, which, by the way, are all nouns. And the upside down triangle, which dealt with the whole, eternally unchanging, the sparks of diversity, and the whole of world 2, which are all verbs, dealing with different forms of knowing. Those 6 regions, demonstrated by Solomon's seal, are regions that are open to one's eye once one has established one's eye. They are open, however, only under certain circumstances. One of them is always open, and that's the universes, including our universe, and the eye can go back and forth between the two. The other 5 are potentially open to the eye entering. The requirement to get into those different regions is not what we are discussing here. We are discussing Solomon's seal and the hidden knowledge it has for us as Gurdjieff members, and how it is that it can be found, Solomon's seal, how it can be found within the diagram of everything living. For to get into these 6 different realms requires one to isolate one's eye, or in other words, requires one to have moved up the ladder into region 4, into becoming individual number 4. Now, we are going to look at disassembling the symbol of Solomon's seal. We are going to look at the hidden knowledge. But what is the black square surrounding Solomon's seal? The black square in figure 8:15 represents nothing, represents the silence surrounding Solomon's seal. The question becomes, is there some significance to the introduction of Solomon's seal into the discussion involving realms accessible to those reaching level 4? Symbols are one means of solving and storing knowledge, and disassembled symbols are means of hiding knowledge. But why hide knowledge? One reason to hide knowledge is to record knowledge in a fashion such that the knowledge is prevented from being revealed until the time is right for its being revealed. In order to gain some insight into the location and appearance of the dismantled symbols of Solomon's seal, we will proceed from figure 8:15 to figure 8:16 of the symbol of Solomon's seal we had constructed and deconstructed piece by piece. In the first step of deconstruction, we will move one's eye back into the realm of discrete sparks of the divine, giving us figure 8:16. It is necessary to move one's eye back into its correct location, because as we begin the deconstruction of Solomon's seal, the center location is going to disappear. We are going to then remove the labels for the regions and remove the letter I. Once we do this, we obtain figure 817. If one were given only figure 817, one would say, so? And the reason one would say, so, is because the knowledge which is hidden there can no longer be seen. Now we are going to further hide the knowledge Solomon's seal contains by separating Solomon's seal into its two triangles. As we do so, we obtain figure 818. Now, before we further separate the two triangles, we will add two empty boxes to the diagram. One empty box on the left, one empty box on the right. As we have stated previously, the 6 vertices of the two triangles represent the 6 categories into which reality can be classified. The empty box on the left represents the beginning and the end of the diagram being constructed through our deconstruction of figure 815. As such, we will insert the number 1 for unity, or for one's I, the singularity of one's I, or for one's soul, and the number 6 for the 6 categories into which the whole of reality can be classified, into the empty left box. The box on the left in figure 820 now brings us back to figure 8.2. When we last left figure 8.2, we stated we are going to leave figure 8.2 for a short time before we come back to it. Moving the two triangles, one left and one right, into the two empty boxes, we obtain figure 821. Adding an empty box to the bottom of the left box in figure 820, we obtain figure 822. We added the empty box below the first box to represent a direction of development, namely the symbolic representation of the living elements of reality, upward from the less complex to the more complex. This classification system addresses the cataloging of everything living. The box in the upper left would be the ultimate level, the absolute, and the box below would be the level just below the absolute, or what is called the eternally unchanging. The next chapter or topic, topic 9, will introduce a new meaning for the concept of the eternally unchanging. It will introduce a new meaning for the word God, introduce what could in fact be a new perception of God, a new meaning of the word God, which could conceivably meet the specifications of a new meaning of the word God. In other words, chapter 9 will deal with Gurdjieff's personal wish, changing the very meaning of the word God. We can now complete the box representing the absolute by moving the symbol for the eternally unchanging into the upper left box. Since the absolute is not only represented by knowledge, universes including our universe, and the silence, as demonstrated by the previously constructed figure 813. But in addition, the absolute is a unity with the eternally unchanging. which we will further explore in Chapter 9. The symbol for the absolute, the ethereal part of the absolute, combined with the physical aspects of the six realms, is a unity with the eternally unchanging. The figure for the eternally unchanging is a dot within a circle within a larger circle. We will explore this symbology in Topic 9. But why not just move the triangle found in the upper right box over into the upper left box and create Solomon's seal, designating the six realms of reality. The knowledge is meant to be hidden knowledge, and if we move the triangle from the upper right into the triangle in the upper left, it is true we would have Solomon's seal, but we would no longer have the hidden knowledge which Solomon's seal contains. It would be more open knowledge, and the time in the past was not right for this knowledge to be opened up to the general population. We now have two units of the ethereal in what has been labeled as the diagram of everything living, as demonstrated in Figure 8.26. Adding the cyclical evolutionary two-dimensional spiral developed in Chapter 5, Topic 5, to the diagram, we obtain two diagrams of everything living connected together. The basis of this spiral, of this evolutionary upward development of the diagram of everything living, emerges from Chapter 5. And from the connecting of the two diagrams of everything living, we can see in the middle horizontal boxes that one of the triangles of the Solomon's seal is located in the upper left box, and the other triangle of Solomon's seal is located in the lower right box. So it is, we have Solomon's seal cleverly hidden within the diagram of everything living. Once we have expanded our knowledge of the diagram of everything living to include the fact that a single diagram of everything living is only the beginning of our understanding of that diagram. So is this truly hidden knowledge? Is this truly the time for the revealing of this hidden knowledge? Or is this all just a coincidence? The answers to the three questions, from what I have been told, are yes, yes, and no. So where to now? Now we are going to go on to the eternally unchanging, Topic 9. We are now ready to examine the most primal of quests. We are now ready to examine the third piece of knowledge and understanding, which could act as new knowledge and a new understanding capable of standing upon the foundation which humanity itself has put into place as of this point in humanity's history. In topics 1 through 9, we have attempted to learn more of ourselves, which in turn provided enlightenment regarding the higher. in Topic 9, entitled The New Meaning of the Word God. We are to learn more about ourselves by learning more of the higher. Up to this point, we have examined the inside of the circle, the physical cosmos, and reality one, which is the physical cosmos. We have examined the circle itself, the black line, which is the circle, the nothingness, the void, the silence, and we have examined the near ethereal self, the I, the soul. We are now going to examine the larger picture of the ethereal. We are going to examine the eternally unchanging, examine what humanity's evolutionary advancement has been leading towards, recognizing our humanity's self-perception, and towards recognizing our humanity's significance in the whole of reality. The historical traditional conception of God in the world has been that God is a noun. God knows all. The new conception of God for the world, God does not know. God is knowing. A change in the very meaning of the word God. Jeannie de Saltzman, in her book, The Reality of Being, wrote, "New knowledge is necessary, a knowledge that can lead to a new understanding of man and to a change in being that is to evolution itself."